Hello online pipe community, Ethan, Parsimonious Piper here. Today we have another parsimonious pipe and a bit of a fantasy smoke. Parsimonious pipe today is a 3-star, first generation pipe by Lee Prince. Nice, elegant shape. In it, some Anatolian delight from the Gatlin Burlier. We'll be discussing that next Tuesday. In the meantime, let's take a closer look. Still playing around with the advanced features of the camera, I managed to get a different depth of field in the top and the bottom. The bottom picture, the focus is just on the bowl. Entirely my fault, of course, but that was the intention to begin with, was to highlight what happened when I cleaned this up. It highlighted a number of scratches in the surface of the pipe. As a reminder, I do not restore pipes. I do some repairs sometimes, but I don't try to get them back into factory shape. I leave the battle scars, like these scratches, to remind me somebody else loved this pipe before I did. Before and after from above shows one thing you could see in the first picture, and that is that the stem was not terribly badly oxidized. It was pretty black. I did not need much cleaning. However, the bowl, this one was another one that was completely blocked. And in fact, I got it from the same source as that last pipe that was completely blocked. This took a ton of very careful reaming, and I had to use an auger bit through the shank to open that draft hole back up. But it did. It came open pretty nicely. The other thing you will see, that the rim was not in terrible condition on top. It was a little chewed up, a little bit of lava. When I got all of that cleaned off, there's still some scorching there. Again, I'm not sanding through that. I'm not trying to resell this pipe. I'm gonna remember somebody had it. Here's just a little clearer picture of what the inside of that bowl looked like to begin with. It was, like I said, completely blocked. And you can see around the rim on this, there is some nice bird's eye. Now, if I were trying to actually restore this, yes, if I sanded through that on the rim, much more of that bird's eye would just pop. It really is a lovely pattern right up there. As I mentioned, the stem itself was not terribly oxidized. The stars did need to be buffed a little bit. They were not very shiny. And you will notice that on the button, I did take a little bit of black super glue and I built that button back up just a little bit. You can see in the lower picture, it's more rounded on the open end, and where that seam is, there's a little less dent there. It's still there a little, but not as bad. As you can imagine, on a pipe that was completely blocked, the internals were pretty filthy, but they cleaned up very nicely. Last but not least, this was underclocked, and even after cleaning, it was not completely straight, so I had to reclock it a little bit. You will notice, as I said, I built that button back up on the open end just a little, not a ton. The bigger buildup was actually on the other side. It came out nice and smooth, and it feels a little better against the tongue. Is where it really, you notice it. For $38 and change, not too bad. It really is a very nicely shaped pipe, well proportioned, hangs rather well. Can't complain for that price. Clean that rim back off. TheDeviusPiper has asked us, as part of a giveaway, to answer an interesting question. It's a question that's been around before, but not quite in the same way that he has asked it. First of all, his link will be down below. Please give him a look, whether you get into the giveaway or not, or whether I've posted this too late or not. I think you're going to like what he puts together on his channel. Now let's ponder the question that he asked. He asked, if you could take or get any pipe ever made, whether it's still in production or not, and any blend ever made, whether it's still in production or not. And you could double up on that so that you had two pipes. I guess you don't need two blends, but two pipes. Who in the YTPC would you share that with? Didn't have to think about this one too much. Let's go with the blend first. The blend I would choose is my own secondhand bookshop. Blended from components, Kentucky, 2 kinds of barley, Stowed Virginia, and Perique. It is my dark-fired Kentucky homage to Haunted Bookshop. There are folks out there who have tried it. Some love it, some hate it. But that's the blend that I would choose. Now, the pipe I would choose. If I could get a duplicate of this little brandy / volcano with a nice heel and swirly stem. This is a Rudder special. This is the only pipe I have ever made. So if I could get any pipe ever made to share with somebody, it would be an exact copy of this one. Now, you may be asking, why is this fool so arrogant that the pipe and blend that he wants to share are the ones that he made? Folks, it's not arrogance. I want to share something of myself. And my blend that I like tells you something about me that me just telling you doesn't do. If you smoke that, you'll immediately know whether our tastes are similar or not. You'll have a good idea of what it is that I like in a blend. And with that pipe, you'll appreciate something that I enjoy about pipes. You know, is it perfect? No, of course it's not perfect. Look at that. The bowl is slightly flat on one side. It's not the same thickness all the way around. Now the drilling is excellent, but I didn't do the drilling. Artisan carver Ron Smith did the drilling and then walked me through making the rest of it. But it smokes just fine. And it's a piece of something that I did. So it would be sharing a piece of me. Now, who would I share this with? Well, you, of course. You, the viewer. There isn't any one person in the YTPC that I have ever revered so much, and there isn't anyone out there right now to whom I look in that way, that there's only one person that I would want to share this special moment with. Every single one of you, if you bother to take the time to watch my videos, yes, I would love to share some of my blend and a pipe with you. Well, Mr. Devious, I hope that answers your question. Please do not enter me into your giveaway. I have got too much crap the way it is. Let someone else enjoy your generosity. Folks, you need to take a look at his channel. Again, down below. Check it out. And while you do, light something you like. Enjoy your afternoon.